So if you're a chosen one, there's always going to be individuals who are going to go out of their way to cause you harm. They're going to attempt. They will try. They don't know you. Maybe they see you walking around. They don't really know you on a personal level. They don't know who you are. But there is something in your spirit that will trigger or disturb their inner demons. And they are going to try to find every little dirt they can on you. So they want to use every excuse they can have to do horrible things to you. Now, sometimes you need to understand there is also a possibility that you may sometimes have run into evil people. And those individuals could try to hex you, maybe do spell work on you, black magic. They may go very deep into witchcraft because that is all they know. It is all they know. It is what is available in their resources, and it is what they can do. So they can't do anything else apart from attempt to cause you harm. So you're a good person. You don't have any bad intentions for anyone. You stay in your own lane, you do your own thing. But it's all coming down to there's that light that shines very brightly into very many people's dark souls. And this is like, I could call it, it's like a fight or flee. What is it? Is it fight or flee? What do they call that situation? They either have to fight or they have to flee. And because sometimes they can't do neither of the two, then they might intend to spiritually attack you. So some guys, you will see them going to sorcerers, you can see them going to fortune tellers, you might see them going to dark practices, occultists, and you may see them going to the extra length just to find anything they can do to you. If you ask these people, or if anybody ran into them and asked them, what is the problem with that person? What did they do? They're going to come up with a story. So they will come up with a story of something that you did do, but they know from the inside of them, you have nothing to do with it. So they will come up with something to avoid accountability. But that act comes at a cost. Those kind of acts come at a cost, and this is what many people don't understand. When you go against a chosen person, you are going against an archangel. You are going against a person that you will wish you haven't even met in your entire life. Because you see, things will happen when somebody does these kind of practices. Hexes, spells, black magic, and witchcraft, and stuff like that. There's stuff that will happen. Number one, is not going to work. That is the very first thing. Okay, it may slow you down a little bit. Sometimes if you're a person who is not aware of things and you've just been moving around with a blind eye, you didn't pay attention to the details, so you could sometimes get slowed down in one way or the other. But the chances of that thing working are close to none. So it will not usually work because you're attempting to attack the wrong person. So most of the time, those acts that they do are most likely going to backfire. Okay, it may backfire in so many different ways. They could think that they have done it. It was a simple act, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 10 minutes, and they thought it was okay. It will backfire. It will not work, and it is going to return to the sender because that energy is a very dark energy. and the energy is being aimed to target a high vibrational individual. So most of the times, the chances are that that energy is going to bounce back and is going to go back to the sender, and it has nothing to do with the individual you're trying to hurt. So in most of the cases, people are going to pay a very big price for trying to harm you or trying to do horrible things to you. And they will be surprised, they will not see it coming, they will never know what hit them. Not only are those people going to go into problems, whether it is financial, whether it is health, whether it is loss, actual losses, those people are going to go into very big trouble for trying to cause you harm. Health-wise, job loss, financial loss. In some cases, it can be a loss of a life. That is how deep it can go, because you're dealing with something very spiritual and you're dealing with a high vibrational person. So you might even sometimes experience a very big loss. And on the other hand as well, by you setting yourself up in that scenario to harm a chosen person, you are setting yourself up to be cursed. For starters, you're already a cursed individual, because you trying to attempt or get involved in dark practices against the chosen one, it already symbolizes that you're already a cursed person. So that is how low you are vibrating, even for you to start thinking about doing those kind of things. So you're already a cursed individual. But the curse that is going to hit you is going to hit you in a way you haven't seen before. I'm talking about those individuals who are doing those kind of things. And not only are you going to pay the price, is that individual going to pay the price. That thing is like an irreversible, what do they call it? There's something that they call irreversible curse. It's an irreversible act, because it can come back to that individual, and that thing may have to also become a part of their entire bloodline. So a person who curses a chosen one, they are setting themselves up for destruction. The destruction will not only come to that particular individual who has done that act, it is also going to spread out through their entire bloodline. And anybody that is connected directly with that individual, they are also going to have to pay a very big price. Is why sometimes I've told you guys that some of the things we experience throughout life, they are a result of the mistakes that our parents or our ancestors did. So there are some things that they did and they went against a person, they did something they shouldn't have done. And that curse has spread out through the entire bloodline. So a lot of individuals in that whole entire system are becoming a part of that, are becoming a part of the consequence of something that those people did. So you cannot be surprised if you're starting to see people in your family starting to have problems, you're starting to lose pets, a lot of people are having problems in their marriages, and there's things that are happening to them that even some of them are not aware of, because a lot of times these people do these things and they could keep them hidden within their family system. So even their own family members will sometimes not know what they're really doing or what they have been doing behind the scenes. In this case, I'm talking about the children and the people that are related to those kind of individuals, whether directly or indirectly. So the entire bloodline is going to be cursed. And those individuals are going to have to pay the price. And sometimes when that moment comes, ladies and gentlemen, it is not something you want to see. There's nothing you can do about it, but you don't want to see it. Believe me, when you start hearing those things happening to some people, you will be shocked as to how karma can hit some people that have gone against you and tried to cause you harm. So going against a chosen one is a very grave mistake. It is not something that you should do. You may do it out of the ego, but you may not be ready for the consequences. So don't do those kind of things. If you know that a person is a good person, they're a straight person, you do know that they do not have anything against you, and you go out of your way. You leave everything you need to do just to go against these kind of individuals. Not only are you going to be cast as an individual, you are also going to cast your entire bloodline. So pay attention to a lot of those guys out there who are trying to cause harm to innocent people, people that have not anything to do with their own personal business, okay? That's the motivation for today. Let us know what you think about the video in the comments below. You guys know I do love and appreciate your support. Please book a session. You may donate or support my channel if you want to. Everything you need, you will find it in the description below. And until then, I'll catch you guys in my next one. Denzo Mos signing out. Much love and blessings. Peace.